Anyway, welcome Ashe. If you're just coming in, I am here doing oracle guidance as well as holistic wellness. My website is linked in the profile if you would like to know more. Donations are highly appreciative. I do have a GoFundMe due to I need help with my car. My transmission light is on and having issues, so yeah. Not afraid to ask for help. So there's that. Anyhow, hi. I don't even know what that means. I'm in Southern California. Why would I? I'm sorry, what? Why are you sending me question marks? Who are you? This isn't a dating app, you weirdo. Get off my shit, man. Can you be a mod? Why do you want to be a mod? You gonna be here daily? Infinite wants to talk about mirrors. You're in the game of mirror. You're in the game of ego. You're in the game of mirrors. When the way someone treats you is how they see themselves. You're a reflection of what they aren't, or maybe what they don't want to be. Either or. But it's a game of mirrors, and we just trigger the person in front. Their reaction has nothing to do with us. It says nothing about us. Now, our reactions to things say everything about us. The way we perceive the world. The way we mirror everyone else. If you catch yourself being judgmental, then you're very judgmental on yourself. And the question is, why? Why are you this judgmental on yourself? Where does it come from? Right? Was your parents very judgmental? Were they judgmental of themselves? I know my mother had a very hard time with her security. Like, she's very insecure in the fact that, well, she falls into covert narcissism, and So yeah, you're already an insecure bully anyway, right? Underneath it all. But yeah, like age or anything, just her value comes from the outside, right? What people see. She's always been very materialistic and very showy and performative. Huh. Now that I can see it in a different lens, it's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. It's so funny. Like, I cleaned the car like 3 days ago, and I feel like it just kind of doesn't look like that. I don't know about anybody else, but this whole Jupiter, Saturn, planet aligning, eclipsing, full moon, I don't even know. I'm exhausted. I am massively spent energetically wise. Holding on for dear life in a way of just, making sure it's not fragmented. When we level up and when we start evolving, after we grow, we evolve, right? Our bodies expand because our energy is expanding. So, it takes a toll. Do I have anyone that's in Southern California? Anyone? Is there anyone in Southern California? Anyone? Bueller? Hi. We got a hi on YouTube. Woo! Oh, we got a bye on YouTube. Woo! Just waiting for the trolls. Very spiritual, yes. Because we are all very spiritual. We're all very frequency, but you're just disaligned in your frequency. You are chasing everything outside of you and allowing your energy to be extinguished from you, taken. You have to call your energy back. What does that even mean? What are you even trying to imply? Seriously. What does that even mean? Sweetheart, I have been to hell and back in the bowels of hell. How do you step by step align with frequencies? Well, first you have to detox your body. First and foremost. You have to detox your body. You cannot raise your frequency if you do not detox your body. Especially because your nervous system alone holds on to the energy and the trauma that's been going on. Yes, of toxins. obviously. It's of toxins and energy. You have to detox your body. You have to start changing everything. Do you think I went 100% holistic because this was the plan? Do you think this is a trend or a fad? Not at all. 2018 is when my last alcoholic beverage was. And that was a year and a half of truly learning what alcohol does to the body, mind, and soul. And why I was using it. And how I was using it. And dissecting that and taking accountability. And seeing the aftermath. And seeing what I've done. And my choices that I made. I didn't have a desire because I utilized it. It was an unhealthy coping mechanism. The whole thing that we're addicted. Yeah, you're addicted to food too. You're addicted to sugar. You're bigger than addiction at all times. And I knew that long time ago when I quit cigarettes, and the fact that, like, I don't want an inanimate object owning me. So I've never really been addicted to anything in the fact that I didn't have the power, but I gave the power there, if that makes sense. Do you need to be redone? The heart. The heart needs to be redone. Okay. So, and then when I went to prison, I saw what chemical food does, in a way. So, in TDCJ in Texas, they feed you their farm animals that they actually breed and add fillers and everything else to it. So I had to eat that food for a month because I was not allowed commissary because that's the way they work the system. And yeah, my body changed within a month. I hit menopause at 37. Shit was happening to my body that shouldn't be happening. That's the fillers, that's the hormones that they were injecting into this food. And I stopped eating the food and I went to eat, the commissary. So I was living off of tuna fish and stuff like that. Better, but still just as probably toxic, right? Just in different forms. More like metals, right? Anyway, I watched all the women and the guards gain weight and change. Like, I watched the women, all of them ended up with that freaking tire kind of thing going on their bellies. Fatter faces and, the cortisol and everything like that. But just the hormones and the fillers in the food. And, if that's what they're feeding the prisoners, and we already know that the food out here is not good for us, like, it makes sense, right? But I had to see it firsthand, and it took prison for me to realize that we live in a prison. I've been to every institution in the sense of I literally grew up in Catholicism, and I went to Catholic school. I joined the military. I am a veteran. I was married for 17 and a half years. I've also been hospitalized for Crohn's disease. I've been hospitalized to give birth. I've been hospitalized for suicide. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. I've been on all sides of the law. I love how the trolls can come in here and curse and say whatever, but I get restricted if I sneeze wrong. TikTok, you can go fuck off. Yeah, we're not doing you either. I Don't care. So, when I got out, then I watched What the Health on Netflix. What the Health on Netflix opened my eyes to the truth. You need to watch What the Health on Netflix, if nothing else. Because what they're doing to the food and the trauma you're eating, you shouldn't be eating flesh in the first place. And don't, I grew up eating hot dogs and hamburgers and corn on the cob and steak and chicken, and I ate all that. I'm no different than any of you. Like, this wasn't something that, like, I've always been and I'm coming and being like, oh, no. But when you pull the string and you start healing your body, you have to keep going, because otherwise you're just killing yourself slowly. And if you're okay with that, then great. Then you're all suicidal. Awesome. Might want to look into that. Just saying. Because if you don't want to heal, you don't like yourself. If you don't want to detox your body and you feel like it's too much work and too much discipline, then you got to ask yourself, where are your values and where is your morals and where are your priorities? Because your body should be the number one priority. Not your car, not your house, not your spouse, not your kids, not your dog, nothing. Your body. Your body alone should be your priority. End of story. And if it's not, then go check yourself, because you're the problem. Always have been. And you're the solution. See how that works? Easy peasy. You're in a game. Games are not fun. They never were meant to be. And games are not kids' play. Games are psychological warfare. They're skill sets. And you're in one. So start acting like it and start playing the game and stop being played. Detox your body, first and foremost. Change your toothpaste. Clean your water. Filter best distilled water. Shower, cooking, drinking, all of it. You have to change it. You have to clean and detox your body, because your body cannot protect you from anything on the outside if you are poisoning it on the inside. And as soon as you take responsibility and start taking the actions to heal your body will respond appropriately and lovingly. And that's where the alignment starts. Because you're disaligned and you don't love yourself right now. You're abusing yourself. You have to actually start loving yourself. And loving yourself is not, oh, I'm the shit and oh, I look good so somebody else can get me. No, bitch. Self-love is to know you are it and everything, and you enjoy your own company, and you take care of your body. I don't really know how else to resonate that in. Every way out of here is a hill. I'm in the hills. I'm in the hills of California. Great. Talkative bunch, I see. It's only the trolls that like to talk. Why is that? Why is it only trolls that like to leave comments? Why are you confused? Well, okay. You're confused, yes, because they want you to be confused. And we need to stop. We need to just unite, plain and simple. The more we unite, the more we build communities to help each other out, and the more we break away and we break the system. Moving along, Lucas. Would you like a reading? I am having car issues. My transmission light is on, and she doesn't like hills. I had a gentleman that was going to look at it, and he completely blew me off. Funny. I'm like, you could just say you didn't want the business. Or you didn't want to deal with it. You know? I'm overloaded too much. Like, he could have told me anything. He didn't have to just blow me off. And then call, apologize, and then say he'll do better. And then not do better. I can't tell, love. It's the transmission. And the transmission fluid is all the way underneath in, like, I can't get to it. That's what I was hoping, to change out the filter and the oil and go from there. And it was nice that he was able to, like, be mobile, but like, I get everything happens for a reason, and you know, when he did blow me off, it was a trigger for me in the fact that it was disrespect, and it put me in an emotion of sadness, because I'm just, you know, it you just kind of like, what? Okay, cool. Like, we're not even dating. Like, I literally was gonna pay you to work on my car. What the what? You're just gonna blow me. But I was upset, so I had to feel the feelings, and I had to go through the feelings, and I had to purge it, because this was a trigger that I had to purge from decades, right? Like, this was the end of it. And so I feel like it had to happen to get that last part out, or whatever. I don't know. But it's just ironic, because now I'm still sitting here going, okay, now what? But we have to go to the grocers. I gotta get some supplies from the grocer. We're gonna need gas, and I am around a bunch of hills, and I'm a little nervous about it, I'm not gonna lie. Lucas, so what happens is, she gets a little rough around 30, like hiccuping and struggling. For a minute, I thought it was the gas. And then what happened was on the highway, around 61 miles, whatever. And then they've done it at 52. But being on the highway, going up the hill, she just loses power. In the sense of, we still move, so we're not losing power, per se. It's weird. Like, I can't go any faster. She declines almost to like 40. Then the transmission light comes on flashing really, really bad, and I can't accelerate or anything, and she's running really rough, so then I park her, and she rests, and then she does better until we hit that peak or something. So, and I haven't really been test driving her since because, well, I don't want to, and the fact that I don't want to hurt the car more than, you know, whatever. I don't really know. I'm not a transmission person. I don't know. My regular oil is clear, you know, everything else is pretty decent. Just, it's the transmission, love. I did Google. What has Google got anything to do with me trying to be able to get to the transmission and know what the hell I'm looking at? The hell? Wow. Yeah, wow. See, this is the problem with society, man. Nobody gives a shit until they're in a situation that they need help in. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God. But they're the first ones that'll pass out judgment when you're going through something and, you know, life happens, right? You know, I can't control the car at this point, which is why I have made a GoFundMe, because I'm not afraid to ask for help. This is serious and I need to stay mobile. My car is my home and I do need to stay mobile. So I'm in an area that I have to go places. Like the store's not down the street, you know, I'm not in that situation. So yeah. But it's funny how people can just come in here and be like, Google, like, what? What am I Googling? Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know, Lucas. Thank you. I would love it to be something simple. I want to go to O'Reilly's. Because I think O'Reilly's will be able to tell me. Why would I even download Telegram? Why would I download Telegram? Do I have sheep tattooed to my forehead? Do I have pick me? Or I'll follow you anywhere? Is that on my forehead? Was I not aware? Chat with me? You're chatting with me right now. You want a session? My website's linked. Book one. Yeah. I think O'Reilly's like checks the oil and stuff like that. So, I was planning on doing that tomorrow. Just because today is Sunday and I don't know. I probably should call, make an appointment, huh? But that's the thing too, like, I don't know how much this is gonna cost. And I don't... Hence the GoFundMe. Hence why we were also gonna wait until tomorrow. But all good in the hood. It's fine. It's all gonna work out, right? Because I'm the luckiest girl alive, and the universe always provides. Everything happens for a reason, and maybe the car acted up in the fact that I needed to stay stationary for a few days. I don't know. Hmm. Ooh. Sometimes, man, the energy. Excuse me. Thank you. You know, at the end of the day, we're all beautiful. What you're seeing on your bodies is the poison that you're putting in it. All on your skin. Sugar on your skin, the toxins, all of it. Your body is a plant. So it shows how you're treating it. How long has it been? Only 30 minutes. I can't contain it. You guys are so talkative. No one has anything to say. No one has a question of anything. You don't have a question about food or skincare or emotions or triggers, or no one's got a problem that they're facing that they don't know how to get over. Everyone feels amazing. Cool. Mm. Thank you, love, for all the support. Oh, really? Alright, so for my divine collective, you've been through a lot. Addiction, things not looking what they seem, tower moments after tower moments, right? Just because, you know, the whole world. But you're healing it. You're healing the heartbreak and the toxicity and the abusive relationship, as well as grass is greener with possibilities on the other side. It is right there. Your dreams are coming. Divine timing, time for reflection as well. Divine timing is when you actually align yourself. That's all divine timing is, literally. It's just you aligning yourself, nothing more, nothing less. But there is new hope, new beginnings, soulmate energy in here too. And soulmate energy is divine, feminine, masculine. It's duality within, okay? Not outside, but within. But good job. Facing your demons and aligning yourself. Now, the outside world will meet your frequency. You have to sit in it long enough. Marinate in it, I guess. Healthy choices. That's what I say all the time though. Your choices matter. If your choices don't matter, then you don't matter. And that's how you view things and see things. And that's the first and foremost problem. You matter. Make sure you matter. Make sure you matter to yourself. Right? Hold that accountability. Hold that value. Hold that frequency. Right, like that. What is that even supposed to mean? So microdosing is linked in my website, psilocybin with a discount code. And they have your functional mushrooms with microdosing. They also have your higher dose, which is what you're referring to. And yeah, so check out my website, microdosing, psilocybin, genuine microdosing. I don't support anything that's not genuine or authentic, holistic properties. So psilocybin's where it's at. Discount code is in my website. Again, you'll have my website, and then there'll be a holistic community that I put together, and you'll find it there. With everything else that I use to detox your body. You have to change your toothpaste, your skincare, your clothing, all of it. We have to start taking herbal supplements, which is your teas, eating your nuts and your seeds and your fruits. But if anybody knows, I am actually right now taking St. John's wort, so which isn't doing anything for me. There's a snake in the grass. There's a snake in the grass. No contact, toxic, karmic, and masculine energy is what I'm getting right now. Okay. Just random. We have knowledge, creativity, and transformation. Switching toxic behaviors. I can't remember an event like wasn't alive or something. When you can't remember events, it's mainly because our brain blocks that out for a reason. And then at other aspects, maybe it never happened. At this point, past is past. Let it stay in the past, unless you're using it as a tool for your shadow work. But so again, my GoFundMe is linked in my website. I would truly appreciate any help anyone could lend to help with my car. I gotta stay mobile, and she needs help with her transmission. But not how you got there. I don't know what you're even referring to. If you're having a blackout because you're drinking alcohol, then that's why. If you can't remember your childhood or certain things or events, it's because you're blocking it out for a reason. Give yourself patience and time, you'll remember. You're being very vague in your statement, and I don't even understand where you're going with it. Do you drink alcohol? Loki, do you drink alcohol? No, and you started detoxing your body. Okay. Good. Now, sugar is one of the biggest drugs on the market. Your sugar is going to make you all of that too. Cacao's amazing, but be careful where you're getting your cacao. Where are you getting your cacao? Is your cacao in the paste form, or is it in powder form? Because cacao, depending, where you're buying it from or whatever, could very much have lead in it or whatnot. Or not even be what they say it is. It depends on where you buy it and in what form you're buying it in. But cacao is amazing. Just make sure it's organic and natural. Powder form. Powder form. Okay, yeah. Be careful what powder form you bought it from, because, yeah, that's kind of like buying the tea, bagged tea. Okay. Are you on any big pharma? Do you use eye drops? Do you use skin lotion? Do you take Advil? Do you cook on aluminum? Do you drink out of plastic? Do you still wear plastic? Do you still clean with these chemicals that you buy at the store and think that's the only way you can clean? Because you don't realize just vinegar and borax alone can do it all. Like, come on, let's get specific. You can't just come in here and be like, I feel like this and whatever, and then not really look at what's going on or take accountability. It's all what you all expect, right? You walk into a doctor's office and they go, what's wrong with you? And then you just list all these things. When at the end of the day, first and foremost, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you except for what you're doing to yourself. So you're going to the doctor because you don't want to take accountability for what you're doing to yourself. And you want a quick fix, quick pill to fix it. Our bodies heal. Our bodies heal naturally. I am a walking receipt. Everything I talk about, I've been through. And I have my receipts. We heal. That's the secret that they don't want you to know. They think you grow old. They want you to think that you grow old. They want you to be in fear of some fucking evil guy in the ground and some heavenly father in the sky. It's literally all a lie. We already know this. Like, come on now. What part of this are we not understanding? They lied about World War II and the moon landing. Okay? If that's not the straw, when's the straw? When's the straw? Stereotypical troll that just literally called me a label. You called me a label to what? Judge me, demonize me, and categorize me into a box that you see in your perspective that I fit into, when none of it applies. I'm 100% holistic and I teach healing. The drugs you're on, which are alcohol, big pharma, your lotions, your processed food, your television, You are on drugs, sir, so have a great day and relearn what you truly need to do. Ooh, you called me a hippie. Oh my God. Thank you. Weirdo. Do you think name calling isn't like what? First of all, I have to actually respect you or even have any validation of you, and I don't. You're a troll. Oh, you're hearing new things about health. Good, because yes, people don't talk about it because, well, they like to shut them up and call them names and try to make them feel like they don't know what they're talking about. You've met your match here, baby. You don't scare me. Anyway, yeah, everything's been oh. Oh, I love it. I love it. Good. I didn't want to be on here anymore anyway. See you, TikTok. Have a great day. Go fuck off. Jesus Christ, man. No, a restriction came on for not showing me to audiences or whatever. They start with one and it's always when a troll fucking comes in. I'm so over it, man. They can fucking come in and be like, have you ever been graped? They can come in and show the finger. They can do whatever they want on TikTok, but you can't do anything. Sound familiar? Jesus Christ. I don't even know why I'm on fucking TikTok. Yes, you're screwed up mentally. We all were, from the get-go, because everything is flipped upside down. Okay? You didn't ask to come here, you didn't sign a contract, and your parents are part of the game. Okay? Your family is part of the game. You are in a game, in a solo game. Okay? You came in here, you came into this world by yourself, you're leaving by yourself. And that means the material things that you're trying to acquire. What kind of legacy are you trying to leave? And why are you trying to leave a legacy in hell? Are you planning on coming back? I'm just asking. You know, are you planning on coming back? Like, who gives a shit? What you should care about is the children. What you should care about is who's alive right now and what's going on right now in front of you, and what you're doing to your own body, and what lies are you believing. Right. You always wanted to be successful. That's a legacy, okay? Wanting to be successful, wanting to make accomplishments and this and that, that's not creative. Being successful is all that is part of the matrix and part of the construct that you are less than what you are without any kind of legacy behind you, right? I've lived multiple lives. I've done incredible things, and I've owned a lot of shit. I now live in my SUV, and I've minimalized everything, and I've healed my body. And I don't need to show anyone any of that, of my past or any of it. My validation comes from within. My validation comes from me. When you play the rat race and you keep chasing what's outside of you, you'll never heal what's inside of you. And everything you need is inside of you. You're in a game. And you're in a game that's trying to harvest your energy. That is all. You know? And it's really time that we just stop having children. Yes, you change spiritually. Why? Because spiritual is what? Your frequency. So when you heal and change your body, you are healing your frequency. Why? Because you are loving and respecting yourself. So you are living in a higher frequency of worth and value and not lack. Get it? Oh. It's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Cool. Be careful though where you're listening, getting your music from, and whatnot. All of it, you know? And you don't always get a bell. Do your own frequencies. I'm really kind of at that point anymore because, not for nothing, Israel hates us. So, be forewarned, because he already made the comment that we all have a little piece of Israel in our phone. Remember, we can't take our battery out. I loved music too since I was a kid. I don't love music anymore. Some music gives me a fucking headache in the way that it fucking hurts. Like I can hear the frequencies now, and they hurt. I can't listen to the music anymore. I love music. But trying to find music anymore is hard. Hey, remind me of me. Where are you at? I'm in California. Where are you, Loki? But yeah, I mean, like, I've even tried to, like, sit and watch a movie. I actually made it through one movie the other day. But then I carried that energy all through the next day and hated it. Tried to watch Better Off Dead with John Cusack yesterday. I've seen the movie before. True, I really didn't think it was funny the first time I watched it. Maybe that's why I couldn't watch it again. I don't know, I wanted to watch a comedy of some sort, but I don't know. I don't even want to watch it. I'd rather watch my eyelids permanently, honestly, and put me out back on the sky. Or put me in a boat. I'm done. Mommy is spent with this game. Oh, the void. Yeah, the void when there is no emotions. And then it's like, oh, what do we do with this? Sometimes it's refreshing not to have any emotions. But then it's very flat feeling. Yeah, your whole body was drained. Yeah. It's very flat feeling and very just... Well, of course you never felt that. It's called growing and evolving. That's why it's embark onto the unknown, right? To things that we've never experienced before, we've never felt before. Why? Because we were never told the truth and we were put in disalignment since birth. The shame and guilt that you feel is an energy that has been put onto you since birth. It is an energy and it is a word indoctrination in your subconscious from your parents. Once you release the shame and guilt, that energy, you'll feel lighter. You'll feel the energy. It's a tall task, though. It's not something that happens overnight, and it happens within time, and it happens through experiences as well, because you have to remember and learn that you are worthy and you have value, and you are not the lies that you're believing that were told to you. Siberia, nice. You're from there. Where are you living? Are you still living in Siberia? Well, you're never going to heal while living with your parents. You're never going to heal emotionally living with your parents. If they're the cause of anything. I don't know where that is. The quickest way to detach from someone you love is to step back and let them choose freely. When you step... What if I told you that discipline and consistency aren't hard because you are late? Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever stays, let it stay. Whatever goes, let it go. Just...
Veils are thin, reality's checked, there's a dam that's been lifted on information and it's roaring. So what now? This part gets interesting because with so many people waking up at the same time, the only reasonable next step that makes sense is to stand up and begin the walk. The walk is giving your awakening legs and taking action with your expanded awareness. In the beginning of the walk, maybe we don't know exactly where we're walking to. We start by walking away from what we know doesn't serve us. And that's powerful in and of itself as it orients us in the right direction.
Oh, looks like another car confessional about the lines in the sky. Because she got a great ass. And you got...
Everything happens for a reason. You found an agency. I don't even know what you mean. And what do you mean, what is my legacy? I just got done telling you. Why are you... Yeah, I'm not doing this. You have a great day. I'm going to sign off and charge my tablet and take my dog for a walk and go enjoy this beautiful day here at the beach. Yeah. So apparently everything I just got done saying at the beginning of this conversation about legacy and whatnot went in one ear and out the other. So cool. Have an amazing day.